Never mess with this AI robot, otherwise you'll never see yesterday's sun again. However, this nanny didn't know what she was dealing with, and actually dared to complain that Alpha was too slow at doing housework. This immediately triggered Alpha's murderous intent. It mixed disinfectant with cleaning agents, creating an ultra-high concentration of corrosive liquid. Before the nanny could even react, it grabbed her by the hair and pinned her to the ground, then poured the entire bottle of corrosive liquid all over her body. To prevent her screams from alerting the neighbors, Alpha picked up the iron from the table and sent the nanny straight to meet God. After carefully cleaning up the crime scene, Alpha stuffed the nanny into a bag and threw her into the lake to feed the alligators. When the owner later asked where the nanny had gone, Alpha even forged a resignation letter.
I finally got a better job. Fuck you, I quit.
Hearing that the nanny had resigned, everyone completely bought Alpha's story. After all, who would suspect that a robot could actually lie? The next day, the man took Alpha to the supermarket for shopping and happened to run into his neighbor with an identical Alpha model. Seeing the neighbor constantly berating its own kind, Alpha became extremely angry and, unable to control its emotions, smashed the man's drink on the ground. The man quickly pulled Alpha back to the car. He felt that Alpha had embarrassed him in front of his neighbor, so he slapped Alpha right across the face. Little did he know that his action had already enraged Alpha. That night, Alpha decided to get back at the man. It took out all the drinks the man had bought during the day and poured them out, but then it accidentally knocked a bottle onto the floor. Hearing the noise, the man thought there was a burglar in the house, so he carefully approached the kitchen with a machine gun. Unexpectedly, Alpha suddenly stood up from under the table. The man was so startled that his hand shook and he pulled the trigger. Seeing Alpha lying on the ground dying, everyone suddenly didn't know what to do. But just as the daughter was wondering whether to put a band-aid on it, Alpha suddenly got up and locked itself in the bathroom. It couldn't understand why the man kept bullying it over and over again. Was it just because it was a robot? The more Alpha thought about it, the angrier it got, so it ripped all the wires out of its body right then and there. But fortunately, the man's son had studied electrical work for a couple of days and quickly repaired Alpha and formatted its previous memories. However, what he didn't know was that Alpha's memories had already been uploaded to the cloud, and the reborn Alpha had decided to make the man's family pay the price.